I heard a lot of people say it was almost like your wedding was a rock show.
Right.
You know, it was that energy that you never see from one of those, 10, 14-piece orchestras. People were really responding to how much fun the members of Maggie Speaks were having.
Our guests were amazed at how much fun they had dancing. People who had never danced that much at a wedding, were commenting on how great it was, and they had a blast.
And how sore they were from
The
dancing
day
all night.
after.
They sounded as good as, if you were listening to a band on iTunes. They literally sounded that good and better because of their energy, because they were live.
You could hear that from our guests. All of our guests told us after the fact that that's the best band they've ever heard at a wedding.
And within the first minute, everybody was out there. And we said, you know what? That's the reaction that we're looking for. We got to have these guys. So we didn't see anybody else.
We knew 2 minutes into their show that we wanted them to perform at our wedding because their energy and their talent was unparalleled from anyone we'd ever seen.
And it's definitely a relief when I see a Maggie Speaks band on the list of vendors if I didn't have a part in actually helping to select them.
We knew what we had. We knew that they were not somebody that we had to worry about. We knew that they were going to bring the energy. We knew that the people that we were going to have at our wedding were really going to enjoy what they listened to. So it took a lot of stress away from us, knowing that we didn't have to worry about that aspect.
Also, the fact that they were so flexible with their playlist. They really wanted our input. They said, either you can just trust us and let us play what we want to play, or we'd be happy for you to tell us, you must play this. You absolutely can't play that. And they really listened to us. So we knew that it was going to be amazing.
Yeah, that was music to our ears.
You almost forgot that you were listening to a band because they sounded so close to the actual singers of that song.
Well, and we've been to weddings where we've looked up at the band that was playing or the orchestra that was playing, and they looked bored. You can tell that they're just kind of going through the motions, whereas Maggie Speaks, I know that they've performed the songs many times, but it seemed like they were playing them for the first time.
So if Maggie Speaks is involved, I know that they will have a really great understanding of how to make a really fun dance floor and how to make a really great flow of an evening. And so I don't have to worry as much.
Your mind will be at ease, and you won't. That's one less thing that you have to worry about on your day.
Like Molly said, Maggie Speaks played everything that we wanted. And I love their medleys where, they'll play for 6-7 minutes at a time, and they'll play songs for 30 to 45 seconds. So you get a nice little piece of it, and then they excite you and move something else. And that was great.
They get you out there for that one song, but then they keep you out there because they continue to pump good music, and it stays along those same lines. So then next thing you know, the person that would have been out there for one song is out there for 45 minutes dancing away.
Mm-hmm. But it was the medleys that people really, really responded to, and just that's kind of what got us. That's why we thought Maggie Speaks was a bit of a game changer. We'd never heard anyone who did that, and that's why they were our top choice for sure.
The variety of music was awesome. They had older songs and newer songs that kept everybody engaged of all ages, and they also had a good variety of slower songs and fast songs. So it was great.
But I think it's the parents, the aunts and uncles, the grandparents that make it that much more special to see them out on the dance floor having a great time. And I think that is what qualifies a fantastic band, is having not only your friends and family, but also, your friends, but also the rest of your guests who mean so much to you and who you want to see throughout the night.
And it was a great way to interact with all of our guests, too, because so many people were on the dance floor. We didn't feel like we had to go table to table while the party was going on. Everybody was out there, so we were mingling with everybody on the dance floor and able to take advantage of having fun ourselves.
There's something very unique about Maggie Speaks because, again, it's not the typical orchestra. It's not a DJ. It's more like, as Molly talked about earlier, a rock show. And if you're really looking for somebody or a group to bring energy that is unlike anything that you've ever experienced at a wedding, then Maggie Speaks is who you want to choose.
There are so many weddings we go to that are cookie cutter, that are the exact same wedding, just in a different venue or with a different orchestra, but there's nothing that you remember about it. No one will forget about our wedding, and that's in no small part due to Maggie Speaks.